Man School 202.
Better hear what I've got to say because you won't get it again.
I'm not an alpha male. I'm not a beta male either. I'm just a better man. Better man. Well, put your happiness first, because if you don't, they won't. Yo. What up, GYBB? Get your ball back. WWDD, What Would Dante Do? Sexual Revolutions being podcasted. What's going on, y'all? Good to be here. Thank y'all for tuning in. So, y'all, Sunday, I'm back on the grind. So that's what's up. Big shouts to my dude, my man, my motherfucker, Harry Turjanian in the building.
Hey, what's going on? Just happy to be here, helping people solve their dilemmas, their relationship problems. For what, 13 years now?
Is it that? Yeah, man, maybe longer. What is it?
One call at a time. We're trying to help people.
One call at a time, yo.
Trying to help people. The
Big
weight is heavy.
Yeah, it is, man. But heavy is the head that holds the crown. You know what it is. Mm-hmm. Big shout out to Domino on the wheels of steel in the booth.
What's up, everybody?
Didn't we talk?
What's up, everybody?
I like it. I like that better.
I thought it was you already know. Don't you have a catchphrase?
Oh, you do have a catchphrase?
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, no, you got to put a post-it up there. That's your catchphrase. You already know.
Let's try to
renamed him Domino?
Yeah. I mean, we gotta. I mean, why not? You gotta.
I know. It's so funny, though. Like, yeah.
It's my motherfucking man, Domino, on the wheels of steel.
Hey, you already know.
Yeah, that's
it. There we go. It's already better. I like that. It's 1,000 times better.
I like what they done thrown Dom into over here. All right.
And then if you feel a little frisky, you can throw, "Aw, shit." Right up.
Shit. Blocker. Also, big shout to Dave Temple in the building.
What's up, man? What's up, Dante? What's up, Harry?
Hey, man. Always good to see you, Dave Temple.
Now, this is a little impromptu because Dave is waiting to go do shows.
Yeah, I was hanging out in the studio.
And I was like, Dave is definitely a proponent of the principles at hand.
Absolutely.
I always tell this joke. Like, Dave was listening to my stuff years ago.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. He was like, yo, you be really spinning that sound. Like, yeah, son, you just, you know.
Yeah, we had Dave on the old show, the Wade Phillips show, several times, man.
Yeah.
By the way, you can see all those episodes if you want, or listen to all of them on patreon.com/manschool202. That's where we do the archives.
See how he did that?
There you go.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to make it even more worth y'all while, because I'm sure that the one that we did during the pandemic would be on the Patreon one, right?
Yeah.
That is a Patreon. We have a Patreon.
Watch that episode with me. Look at me in that episode. Okay, you want to talk about whether this stuff works or not? All right. I was fresh out of a 10-year relationship.
Yeah.
You look at me, my health.
Yeah.
Look at how I looked, my hair. I had alopecia spots, bald, everything. So to hear that quote again, put your happiness first. Put your happiness first. And when I'm telling you I did that,
Life changes.
Man.
Your whole life changes.
Man. There was some stuff that I didn't see happening, but it was like, you know what I mean? And it's and to this day I still put my happiness first.
And the reality of that is the reason why that works is because you can't, as a man, you can't be with your girl and she's unhappy. Like that, her happiness is part of your success as a man. Mm-hmm. So you always going to consider her happiness, even when you put in her, because her happiness is encompassed in your happiness.
Absolutely.
Your ability to be a man, to be a provider, to be a confidant and a brother, you're your sister, I'm your pusher. You know, and so if you're not taking that into consideration, I mean, every man is taking that into consideration. Because I don't care how dope you are. If your lady is unhappy, it affects you. Yeah. The difference is what happens is you can't be so bent upon her happiness that you don't fucking think about you.
Yeah, right.
Where this becomes the only thing. I mean, when I got a Ducati and a chopper, right? And just because I wanted to you know what I mean?
Bruh.
Like, I needed something for me.
I was just having a conversation with a homie this past weekend. I was coaching through some stuff, and he was saying how, you know, they do well, but any 3-day weekend, his wife be trying to lay claim on. You need to go ahead. We should do this. We should do that.
Apple
and it's,
pick,
right,
pumpkin.
and it's all
they
stuff
can't.
that costs him a bunch
Oh,
of
they
money.
can't wait to fill up that schedule
Right.
with nonsense.
And he's
oh,
doing a bunch of stuff that he don't want to do.
Creaming their jeans to fill it up with crap you don't want to do.
And they go, well, you need to push more for what you want to do. That's it.
Yeah.
So
You gotta do
what
your
does
own
a
thing.
3-day
Yeah,
weekend look like for you that would make you happy?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
You know what he told me?
What?
Damn, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
He
Never
didn't
thought
even,
about
never
it.
even thought of it.
There was never a window to do it.
Right.
Never a
You
window
know what I
to
mean?
do
I'm
it.
like, yo, you got to get that some serious thought and go after that and present that.
I
Like,
miss the
go-
days when a woman would have like house chores. I would take that over that. Now they don't even have like house chores, like fix the, clean the
Now
gutter
you-
stuff that's useful at
now
least.
you picking
Now you-
apples.
yeah.
What the
Lilac festivals, going IKEA, shopping for furniture in rooms that you don't have.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bag of apples in the bottom
Yeah.
drawer. Eat them shits.
Yeah.
I gotta pick these fucking.
And by the way, they're more expensive than the apple at the ShopRite.
insect-ridden apples.
Yeah.
I gotta walk and carry.
And these farmers be laughing at you and shit, just going, look at these fools. Look at them.
Fucking idiots.
What a bunch of...
Right.
I can't believe these jackasses would come
They
out
don't
here.
realize the apples is free.
Yeah.
Fun. Just,
Doing real work, just laughing at you.
I don't even own this orchard.
that's it. Y'all just paying me to come and bring your own bushel.
That's the crazy thing. Your lady will walk you into a trap. Like
Oh, yeah.
all the time. Some sort of money trap. Like, what are they doing
This
over
is
here?
Well, that's what that bed and breakfast is the biggest. A woman thought of that. That's
Yeah.
not a guy's.
I want to
fake.
be in your house with your stained sheets.
Yeah. We can't even
You
fuck because
downstairs.
it's not
I
comfortable.
can't
'cause-
talk. You can't fuck loud.
Yeah.
You fucking. Oh, let me. Last time I went to England,
Yeah.
I tried a bed and breakfast, right? And what it was really was this lady that had a house. She had a big yard, and so she basically built a shed in her backyard.
Right, right.
It's like a studio, little kitchenette, little bathroom, bed, whatever. They, filled it up with some IKEA shit. Then I kneeled in the center of the bed, crack the fucking bed.
Oh, Jesus.
Slap broke.
That's just from laying down. You're not even talking about
I
banging. You're
I-
just
I put my knee in the center of the bed.
yeah.
Crack.
Yeah.
This is like when Shrek comes over. He sleeps in like the Three Bears room or
Son,
whatever.
just bust the bed up, son. Just fucking. Then so I didn't notice at the time, but they had like a toilet and a little teeny sink. I could have this is how big the sink. I could have did this with a big
yeah.
little kitchenette microwave of two, because England is like not. It ain't like you get, like you got a whole ass 4 pilots in your, in your stove.
Your stove range, yeah.
It's
yeah.
like 2. The refrigerators is like this.
Yeah.
I mean, my son, I bought a refrigerator, a regular refrigerator, because my son, but even it's this wide.
Yeah.
It's like one door.
They handle
Yeah.
food different over there.
Well, it's
don't-
supposed to be quaint or something.
Son,
I hate it.
And no AC neither.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
all of England, right? I mean,
Yeah.
No AC. Son, I got the one hotel that got AC.
Yeah, I
son.
think it's only like 2 or 3 of
I,
them. And
I go right. I tried to fuck around, broke the lady bed.
oh boy.
Right then, you had to come through her house, go out the back door. You had to lock the glass back door, and then you had to walk down some stairs. It's fucking moss on the steps. I almost broke my neck.
oh,
Oh boy.
Then it's always wet and some slipping on slate rocks, the little path. Then I got to step over gravel. Then I got to come into place. Fucking then kneel on the bed. Crack! I was like,
give me a hotel.
nigga,
man.
I'm out of here. Fuck
yeah.
this. So but I did it. It was cheaper. It was cheaper by like $300. But I was like, nigga.
No.
I want when I break the bed, I want them. Send me another joint up.
Yeah. I'm happy to elevate to that status, but it is fascinating. Like I'm not staying in nobody's house.
Yeah.
I don't care what you put into your guest room.
Yeah.
I don't care about your guest bathroom, your tiles. I'm going to.
I might do an Airbnb, but I don't want that person to be there or
Yeah.
in the basement or
Even
the
if-
upstairs.
yeah.
I don't like it. I don't care
Yeah,
for it.
it's crazy, son. Give me the sanitized hotel where I could yell at somebody. 'cause
And I don't want a
it's staying
boutique
in my-
hotel either. I want it to be Just the bed, the desk. I don't need no fancy stuff.
Right,
the
right,
disco
right.
lights. I don't want none of that.
Son, I make a point to exfoliate whenever I'm in a hotel, because then I don't have to clean that grease and the fucking skin up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
I get the.
I shave in
burn
there.
the body
I shave.
shaver.
Yeah, I do the body shaver.
Do the
Make those
And
women
the
want
intimate
that.
areas
I do
too.
the
I don't care.
sugar-
Those poor ladies.
And I leave a 20, and I'm fine with it.
I do
I'm
the
fine with it.
sugar rub. I
Yeah.
do the salt, sugar,
Yeah.
sea salt.
You're soldering things in there.
Yeah,
soldering
when
computer
I come
boards.
home from England, and my fucking skin is radiant.
boy.
It's beautiful.
By the way, on our Patreon, if you're following, I just re-uploaded the episode. So if the one that Dave was talking about,
yeah,
I found
yeah.
it at patreon.com/manschool202.
Yeah, look at Broken Dave.
Yeah. And this is pandemic too, so we're broken on several levels. I mean, we all look a little different here. Dante, this was when you let it go full gray without doing touch-ups.
Yeah, every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't
looks-
put no medicine in my beard. Then.
Nah, I
Yeah.
mean none. This looks like you're a wizard in a Harry
Yeah.
Potter situation. I got this long hippie hair like a concert promoter from the 70s. Andre was still on the show. He's wearing a hoodie even though he's in his own basement. It's a whole
Harry looks like he sells arms.
yeah. But to anybody, it doesn't matter. Just the highest bidder.
You naked the AK-47, my friend. So it's good to have you on, bro. We're gonna help some people. The phone number's up 513.
Hey, I had one that I wanted to help, by the way,
Yeah.
who had reached out.
Wait, give me real quick. Big shouts to Xavier. Xavier, $5 on the Cash App. Thank you. Send me some money.
That need to be a soundbite.
I say it enough. Hey, can we get a soundbite of that fucking
Cut that
domino?
I can work on it.
Yeah,
Already
you could
know.
cut that up. Just cue the time. I think 8:30. What is it?
You already know.
Shit.
You already know. Send me some money, guys.
While we wait for a call, I have one if we want to help somebody.
Yeah,
out.
go ahead, real quick.
This dude hit me up. He emailed me all the way from Zimbabwe. Zambia, excuse me, not Zimbabwe. Zambia. I'm 25 and I've never been in a relationship, and I have 0 as a body count. Great parents, but they never displayed any form of love in front of me. So not great
How
parents.
old?
25.
Okay.
Which is like 13 in Zambia years. It's like love is a forbidden word in the household. Couldn't learn game from my dad at all. In high school, I could approach any girl. Could approach girls, but got off the idea of them liking me. There would be times I had this crazy confidence. I felt like I could talk to anybody, even the prettiest girls in the street. Then there was the girl who wasn't as attractive to the others. Well, here we go. All right. But I couldn't find the courage to make it more than the situationship that it was. Then she told me later I'm too nice that the last time I spoke with her. So what he wants to do, he wants to find out basically like how does he gain the confidence, right? So this is like the basic question, but I'm answering it here because we get this all the time. So he goes, I'm gonna keep talking to girls to see where it goes. There's this one particular girl he's dealing with, right? He goes,
It's a mistake.
yeah, all right. That's the first mistake, is what you're saying?
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay, currently there's a girl. She's really pretty. Met her on this site. Okay, well, that's a problem if you haven't met her in person. She was available, gave her a call. Conversation was all right. Some awkward pauses, lasted 13 minutes. I was trying to get to know her. She didn't really have much to say. Felt like an interview is what I'm trying to say. I said it was nice talking to her. I feel like I'm not ready for this relationship, like I'm chasing that perfection. He says, I'm not even sure what my question is. The one thing I need help with, I guess I'm trying to build my confidence up. I'm going to keep talking to this girl, see where things go, but I just don't have the confidence.
Okay.
How does he build
So
his
first of all,
confidence
he's
up?
under the impression that it's one thing.
Yeah.
That it's all one thing. It's actually a plethora of different things. What you don't understand is from the time that you meet the girl till you're actually smashing uglies and then in a relationship and managing a relationship, there's so much nuance to that. And it's just something, look, you have to it's just like anything else, you have to practice. And so on a base level, look, it doesn't matter what this girl is or what the girl is not. You understand this. You're going to fuck this up. Like, that's going to happen. It's going to fuck up because you don't have the skill set. And especially if you're saying she's really pretty, which makes you feel insecure about your confidence about whether you're worthy. So you're already talking about how pretty she is. And so so this is good because it gives me an opportunity to talk about the laying the 5 bricks and the basically you have to start out with laying the 5 bricks. That's going out, paying a compliment to 5 women a day every day, right? For and you need to get a consultation with me. That's DanteandHarry.com. Click on consult. You got to consult with me because, I mean, you wouldn't ask, like, if you wanted to be a fucking singer, you need a coach. You need a vocal coach. If you want to do martial arts, you can't learn it from books. You got to have a coach. People have to guide you so you don't make bad mistakes and explain the nuance. And the way, but laying the 5 bricks is the start. You can start that on your own. 5 compliments a day with 5 different women, not necessarily women that you find attractive. Some that you find attractive, some older, some younger, and the compliment has to be non-sexual, right? It has to be honest. You have to compliment only things that you actually believe, right? And you just do that 5 times a day, and you're not allowed to get the number. You that's all you do. That's your first step.
Yeah. So he managed to get a date with this girl, right? And
yeah, he's gonna fuck it up.
He's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah. I mean, I could say do this, do that, but it's too many moving parts all at once. I'm trying to teach myself how to play drums.
Okay.
Right. So naturally, I went out and bought a fucking
$70,000 drum kit, double bass drum.
I probably got, if I don't have 30 sets of drumsticks, carbon fiber, different weights, birch, bliss, blah, 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 right? Still can't play the drums.
Right.
But what I was doing was I was learning, like, basic, the beat it thing. Because, you know, Wally Collins plays jazz drums.
I did not know that.
Oh, he's serious.
Okay.
Plays, like, the brushes and all that crazy shit.
Now that you say that, it's like, oh, that is the look of a...
Yeah, he does. So, I got a little direction from him. But then when I got the set, and I get on the set every once in a while, but 9 times out of 10, all I do is do pad work. Mm-hmm. So in drums, there's called the rudiments. Rudiments is basically just left, right, double left, double right, paradiddle, left, right, left, right, left, like that. And I do that, and I have a pad that actually straps on straps on your thigh. And even when I'm watching TV, then you have to learn to the speed. You know, when you see a dude like in drum corps and they're doing it with their fingers. Mm-hmm. It's their flick. So you got to learn the basic stuff first.
Right.
And laying the 5 bricks is the basic stuff. Yeah. You have to. This is why it works. The first thing is just, Dave's a very funny comic, but you don't really get funny until you're not afraid. You don't have fear. Yeah. And the only way you don't have fear is you got to do open mics. You got to do spots. It's just a matter of logging time that you get on stage where when you go, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dave telling you, mm-hmm. All right, let's go do this. It's not. And then even then there could be situations or circumstances that make you nervous where you would, like, if you're doing a huge venue or you're doing, or there's people that you respect in the audience or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not comparing women to dogs, but
We've done that on the
thing.
show
The
many
approach-
times already.
Yeah,
it's the same way. Like if you master going up to dogs and
Yeah.
let me get up under that ear, he
Yeah.
gonna love me.
Yeah.
Let me roll him over and
Yeah,
hit his belly.
yeah.
You're not gonna go, oh well, that's the most beautiful dog I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, no, hit them all right behind the ear.
Yeah, and
but that come from years of
especially if you fucking with pit. Like I always
right.
have
You
pit
might have
bulls.
got bit a few times, and now you know not to do that
So now,
shit no
it's
more.
funny you say that. The dog, like a dog, I will take any dog, right, and turn him into a puppy.
Yeah.
I don't. You say hit him behind the ear. Here's my jam. I crush the ear. You know, like the cartilage.
Yeah.
Just crunch it.
Right. And now he already know the energy you coming with.
Right. He's like, oh, this
shit,
nigga's.
yeah.
So, but just being so here's why laying the 5 bricks is so important. Number one is 90% of every guy that I've ever consult with is liars. Now they may not be liars in a malicious way, but they will lie not to offend somebody. They will lie not to hurt somebody's feelings, or they will lie not to end up in the situation where it's confrontational. So a girl will say, she could be like, you going out on a date. She just do you believe that Israel has the right to defend itself? And you be like, as long as you give me some pussy, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is a mistake because once you like it's always the what I call the Judge Judy effect is once Judge Judy finds out that you're lying. Nothing you say has any validity from that point on.
Right.
If you say your name is Ralph, you were like, is it Ralph or is it Raphael? We need to know.
Why does this
First
paper
time
say
you
Frank?
said- right.
I'm looking at a piece of paper here that says Frank.
Yeah. So we're in a situation where you don't, you don't. Shout out Jared Haywood. Thank you for the $10. Send me some money. God damn.
We also got a super chat.
Oh yeah, cool. Well,
Super chat from Denso. He sent $19.99.
Oh,
that's what's up.
He said, "Love what y'all doing. Shout out to Dante and Harry.
Thank you, bro.
When will you guys get Harris Stanton back on the show?
Oh,
Classic
yeah.
episodes were hilarious."
Yeah,
we could make that happen, but it's just
Yeah,
tough.
it's
His
just
stories.
you gotta
are,
hear him about him
eating ass
might
and
be
getting-
fucking a tranny,
getting
and then
farts
just
in his face, paying.
farting in somebody's spit. But we'll bring him back.
Bring
if
him
you
on.
ask.
But there was a time some of the I'm not gonna say which comedy club I was at, but the manager there was like, she was a female manager. She goes, yeah, somebody's got to talk to Harris because it's a bit much. She goes and like, I mean, I'm cool with anything, and I go, I understand. I remember one time he was telling
What he
some
goes? I
disgusting
give
story.
$20 to spit in my fucking coat.
Yeah, I remember one time he was telling some story, and you go, hey Harris, anytime you tell me these stories, has there ever been a time I said thank you for telling me that? Please keep going. This kid, he does have a date here. Is there any advice I know he's going to fuck it up, but is there anything we can tell him how to approach this?
I mean, look, dude. What I'm gonna say to you is real cliche. Be yourself. Understand that nobody's doing you a favor by spending time with you.
Yeah.
Understand that anytime you go out on a date, right? They're not doing you the favor. You're going to spend money that you don't want to spend. You're going to have to listen to dumb shit that you don't want to listen to. You're going to have to go someplace that you don't want to go. You're going to have to.
And that's best case scenario. If this works out and you're dating,
Yeah.
you're going to have to do all of those things.
But what all I can tell you is that it doesn't. All the shit that you think matters doesn't matter, and it's more important you being honest about who you are than anything else. Now, when you're laying the 5 bricks, there's a few things that have the transition of that is number one, it teaches you not to lie, right? Because you can't. In order for the compliment to hit, it has to be honest, and the reason why the honesty in the compliment hits is because you're not complimenting something sexual. I love your big ass titties. Nothing like like for instance, if you go, man, that's a really cool T-shirt, and let's say it's a vintage Wonder Woman T-shirt, right? This is something that she dug up. Like she spent an effort finding this T-shirt. It was a find for her. It's an expression of her style. So what you're really complimenting is who she is You're complimenting what she does, not who she is. Which you hear this all the time where men go, "Oh, you can't talk to women because they get offended," and none of that is true. You can't talk to them dishonestly. And when you're honest, women have a sixth sense of knowing when a guy is lying. They know when you're lying. They have to, because their ability not to recognize when somebody's lying is directly attached to the fact that they could end up unalived because of the fact that they chose the wrong dude.
Yeah.
So they get it. Now, people will say to me, well, what about when they're with the bad boys that do this? Yeah, they're overlooking the red flags. They see the red flags, but they like you, and they're overlooking the red flags. They know that this dude is a dirtbag or he's a problem. They just like him.
Shit,
Or they can't take accountability.
You know what? All right, you want to hear something weird I've been doing lately? Because I have daughters, so I listen to some of the music they listen to see anything. Listen to this Taylor Swift song, right? And I don't know what it was called, but she was talking about loving this dude that she knew was wrong, but she described it as it's like driving a Maserati down a dead end street. Like, I know where this is going,
Right?
But I'm
gonna do it anyway. And that's what they do.
Yeah.
It's because they have this. I believe it's even genetic, because it's self-serving. It's self-preservation for them to be able to read when somebody is not healthy for them, or maybe like if you're indecisive, indecisive reads as if you're trying to hide something. And why is he trying to hide something? Oh, well, he must be trying to hurt me. I'm out. And this happens for them so quickly. So understand this. You have to learn how to not lie. I know that sounds crazy, but we're so accustomed to lying. I mean, it's like even Harry's been around me forever, 20 years, and there's still a situation where he don't lie, but he'll be like, I'm just really not into that. Or no, not that.
Which
but
one?
You'll go, yeah, I don't feel like it. Like, you don't even do that no more. But he used to be like, if it's something he didn't want to do, he would come up with an excuse why he didn't do it. And now he goes, I
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Then why? Because I don't want to. I don't want to do it. Now, if you want me to do it, you're asking me a favor to be there to something. I don't mind doing that because I care about you. I'll do that. But understand, this is a favor, and this needs to be on board that it's a favor. Let's be clear.
Right.
I do not want to go to the ballet.
Right. And here's the thing. Ask me. Don't tell me what we're doing.
Exactly.
Ask me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then she respects you because you're creating boundaries.
Right.
When you don't have any boundaries, what you're saying is I'm
a pushover. You can roll over me.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You
I'm
can do whatever you
indecisive.
want.
Yeah.
You're not exercising the fact that you have any value. So the first thing is, by doing the compliment, it teaches you how to not lie, right? And it's just like, do I look fat in this? You don't have to destroy someone. You look like a pig in a blue dress. You don't have to.
Fat body, bitch. Yeah.
Buff body, blonde buff body. But you can go, yeah, I don't think that's flattering. You should. I don't like that.
It doesn't serve you the best.
Really? Yeah, I don't like that.
How old are your daughters?
Not mine.
Yeah.
21 and 14.
Okay, so you're like, what do you see when they're? I mean, at least the 21-year-old. I don't know how much the 14-year-old is dating now. I don't know if they do that now, but the 21-year-old, right? Like, what are the things you're seeing going on? Like, what are your concerns when like as a father that
My
you're
biggest
seeing?
concern with her was always her understanding the intentions of every boy. Like that they don't think that this is just your friend.
He's trying
and
to get
understand if you are part of a group, if a boy asks you to go off with him one-on-one, in his mind,
He's trying to
it could go there. So do not go off with no boy one-on-one unless you wanted to go there. I don't care even if he presents himself as gay because of how disingenuous we are, especially at that age.
Sure. And you're thinking with your dick. And
Right.
the highest levels of testosterone.
He will say whatever to isolate you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this guy's 25 and he's just now getting this advice.
Yeah.
So, my daughter is at the age of all of the lying.
I mean,
boys.
that 20s, that's a tough era
Everyone's
right there.
misrepresenting everything. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm breaking man law by, hey, I got to give you the game to protect yourself. You know what I mean?
But
And I'm kind of giving up the secret.
You better.
Right.
It's yours.
Right.
It's yours. You can't be like out of luck, man.
You know what's the craziest thing, too, when it gets to that? Sometimes, and I've had it with both of my daughters, but they get uncomfortable with you telling them because you are revealing a little bit of
About
who you
yourself.
are
Yeah.
as far as why I know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
get too
that's the-
specific. You're
Right.
like, and then what he's going to do? He's going to try to get you to go back to his car and tell you he left something
Right.
at his job at Burger King.
And this the thing.
But guess
on
what?
some, like,
Then you end up in the supply closet, and there's no exit.
right. But I need that's the love that I hope you understand.
Of course.
I'm willing to reveal to you who I really am
Yeah.
to protect you from what I know is out there.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta teach that. And I think the other thing is, as long as this is why it's important for you to practice ACE and you to be authentic and credible and empathetic, because it don't matter what you tell them, it's what they see. It's the model that you create. I mean, yeah, it matters what you say, but they're watching you.
Right.
And they're watching their mom.
Yeah.
And their mom is the depiction of womanhood, and you are the depiction of manhood. And so when you a piece of shit, you're basically dooming your daughter to fucking date a piece of shit.
Right.
So she's
Right.
gonna date her dad indirectly.
Exactly.
So it's crazy, but the learning go ahead.
No, I was going to ask because I'm fascinated by this. I have no kids, and you're of that age where you're like, do you ever get to meet the
Because your
boyfriends?
womb is
Yeah.
What is-
polluted.
your womb.
Yeah.
We had to cut the bloodline in my family. That's fine.
Yeah, we've done that awkward dance of, all right, I want to meet your boyfriend because I want to be active in
Sure,
your
yeah,
life.
yeah.
I don't want to be absent on this, and I want these niggas to feel my presence.
Right.
Sure.
I'm here. I'm around.
You got to let them
you
know.
know what I mean?
Can't
Yeah.
just come into the lane.
Right.
catch
I'm
it.
around here.
Which is also
You're not just going to run wild, buck wild.
and it's a funny
Free for all.
dance because that usually involves, come on, I'm gonna take you all out to eat. Right now, I gotta buy this guy food.
Yeah.
Even though I don't.
I ain't fuck with this.
Right,
like
I don't
this
fuck
guy.
with you under any circumstances. You're gonna have to earn this.
Yeah.
But I still have to hide that hand and play nice for her.
Yeah,
Sure.
Which
Sure.
is, it's fascinating because
Yeah.
you never saw that coming. Like I understood now all of the energy that I was getting from dads
Sure.
when
yeah,
I was
yeah.
a young man because I
yeah.
used to hate that.
Yeah.
I used to hate
When they're
that when
cutting
you
their-
come in
when
and
they're
they,
cutting their steak,
what you
but they-
doing with your hat on in my house, young man? And it's like, hey, your homie got a hat on right next to you. Like
it's
stop.
just a fedora with grease stains on it. Stop.
They're just eating the meat and potatoes but never breaking eye contact with you.
Right. Where it's like,
Like,
come on, man. Like,
Just relax. But
and
you
the
get
thing
it now.
is, like, I have to take this in and I hate it, but it was like, as a kid, it was also one of those things of like, Daddy-o, I'm already in them guts. You're not protecting her from nothing. So
You're too late.
Right.
If I'm here, I'm already.
If you're worried about my hat, you don't want to
Right.
see what I.
So I have to
You
take
better
that
worry
into
about this
consideration.
dick.
I have to take that into consideration also that the guy sitting across the table from
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
he's already gotten what
Yeah.
he wanted. You know what I mean? He's kind of playing nice to be here, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
might not really want to be here.
Yeah.
So this is all a dance until we figure
But
out.
the preparation comes with her.
Correct.
That's all. I mean, when it comes down, and not only that, but it's funny because my sister was like princess, like she was abusive to dudes, unless she found a dude who was more abusive than her. Then she like when people have those kind of toxic relationships, any abusive kind of manipulative situation is you're abusive until you find somebody more abusive than you, and then because
Well, abusive people they like being in abusive relationships.
well,
they don't care which
there's
part.
always two
Yeah.
archetypes. There's the
Yeah.
abuser and the abusee.
And
So if
they don't care
mind,
which one,
right?
which part they're playing, just as long as
as
there's some
both
abuse,
those archetypes are filled.
some abuse going on, because that's what they're used to. That's
Yeah.
how they were raised. That's
Yeah.
how they grew up.
And so it's kind of a situation where you have to, like she would be like, but there was a particular dude that was a dirtbag and my mom was always kind of the type of woman, she didn't get involved, like she was just a sweet, but this dude was so blatantly a dirtbag, right, that she was like, if you marry this dude, I'm not coming to the wedding. And that's like,
Who said that?
My mom.
Oh, wow.
And
Your
my mom
is sweet. She's the
she
sweetest
was like,
human
if
being I've ever met.
you marry this dude, I'm not coming to the wedding. She just could feel the evil off this nigga. And sure enough, this nigga took him and her. They was in the Poconos with her girlfriend, and he tried to pull the threesome and da-da-da-da, but it was just a dirtbag. But he was her friend first, and when she was dating another dude, and he basically was the friend, got the intel, and then she was like, it's just like he knows me. Yeah, because you told him everything.
Yeah,
What the fuck
yeah.
are you talking about? But
He's the legend of the guy who actually at the friend zone worked. The one guy.
because he wasn't really in the friend zone.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
was, but my mom said, I don't want him in the house, and I was telling my mom, nah, you gotta let him
can't
in
fight her.
You gotta here's what you do, because if you make him feel comfortable in the home, he gonna show who he is. Like
So you should do the opposite. Don't make it uncomfortable.
Make apple pie and stuff, and
because
then
he will do some dirtbag
and he'll
shit.
be at the table and be like, "Bitch, didn't I tell you?" And everybody goes, "Oh," and then she's embarrassed, and then she's got to deal with, oh, this is the like, and then don't even say nothing. Just
Right,
like,
right,
"Ooh,
right.
mm."
Yeah.
Then she gotta put that in her own. Like, I'm letting this motherfucker disrespect me like this.
Yeah.
Whereas when she's fighting you to keep him afloat, she ain't looking at him. She's not watching his flaws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's covering for him. And the dude this back in the days where the dude would ring the phone, like this before cell phone.
Right.
She would ring the phone twice and then hang up and then ring, and then she would be like, "Yo, I'm going out to the store," and then she'd run around the corner and meet this. And my mom. I was
How
like,
old was your sister at the time?
Man, she had to be 30, 20s.
Oh, okay. She's an
30,
adult at this point, yeah.
But late 20s, 30s. But,
but
she was a mama's girl, though, so.
Have you encountered somebody that you didn't like a boyfriend that you were really like?
No, and that scares me that she's just good at hiding them all from me. So, like, my daughter convinces me that she does not have a very active social life, and for some reason I don't.
You don't believe
I
it?
can't accept that. Nah, you know what I mean? Like, but she does work a lot. She's in school, so it might be true.
I mean, but you can only just give her the tools and then deal with what, the decisions that she makes is decisions she makes, and then you fill in the gaps. But getting back to dude is, so the first thing is learning not to lie. The second thing is
on his date.
Getting you lay the bricks for so long that you don't have a fear of having conversation. The third thing is learning how to communicate non-transactionally. So that's why, at least in the first phase, I tell a dude he's not allowed to get the number, because the minute you put it there that so if she like you, then get the number. Now it's your communication is transactional.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be there just to pay the compliment and keep it moving. And if they respond back and say thank you, at least in the first phase, you're not even allowed to take the number. Good to me. Now, if she forces it on you and says, "Oh, take my number," then that's acceptable. But that chicks don't put themselves out.
Well,
there
you
like
can't
that.
ask for the number. How about that? If she
gives
gives you the number.
If she forces it on you, can take it, but you gotta. Even then, you should be like, thanks. You go, "Man, I love your hair," and she goes, "Thank you." You're welcome, and you keep it moving.
I still have 4 other compliments to give.
I got to make my quota.
Nice to meet you.
They're supposed to be separate, but
That's the other thing. I become the point of reference more than the girl, because when they call me for the follow-up consultation, I'm like, "Did you lay the 5 bricks?"
Right.
Well, I did it for the first. Well, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
What happened?
Right.
That's if you ain't going to the gym, you ain't working out.
Right.
So if you fat, you're gonna stay fat. So, and they're gonna hear it from me. So I put myself as the focus. So now they're laying the 5 bricks. They're getting comfortable. It's they're learning how to communicate non-transactionally. They're learning how to play the compliment is non-transactional and it's honest. They're learning how to be honest, and they're getting comfortable where you're learning to not have emotion have a seat at the table. Anytime you have emotion have a seat at the table, you can count whatever you're proficient at. If you're emotional about it, reduce your proficiency 2/3. So if you boxing and you angry, go 1/3 of what your skill set is. Now you fighting out of anger. If you're, and that means any emotion. That means, wow, she's beautiful. You're enamored, emotion. If you're disgusted, any of those things make you susceptible to making mistakes. You need to have a clear, make these emotionals from logic and understanding. This woman is not giving you anything that you're not. In fact, you're giving her. I mean, the first date, you're going to pay for the first date. You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to be interesting enough. You're going to have to fill the time with conversation because how often, look, if we have a situation, you ask a girl out to a date and you're not doing all the heavy lifting, you're like, I got to marry this chick.
Right, yeah.
Right.
If she goes, let me pay the tip. Can I pay the tip? Oh, my God.
Right.
This is such the greatest girl
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
So it's like, she's kind and she laughs at my jokes. What is the thing we like most about women is their taste in men when they like us. That's what you like most of all.
Chick is sharp.
So
Hey, by the way, if anyone in the chat has any stories or something about a time you met a dad or something, I'd love to hear it.
513-202-NERO. Call on the phone. Stop playing yours and send me some money.
I managed to avoid having to meet. I guess most of the girls I date, I realized have terrible relationships with their fathers in hindsight. Because I don't think I've met a one. I think my girl this time around, I met her parent, her mom, who's fantastic. I get along with her great. But I managed to avoid the whole, going to Applebee's or whatever with the dad.
Yeah.
So what's your intention with my daughter?
A chick that was like in her 40s, and she was still very close with her. And her mom was like, well, young man, what is your intention? I'm like, charity, bitch. This bitch is 48. Nigga, I'm doing charity
My
right
intention,
now.
a dual AARP membership. What are you talking about?
Taking her out to the movies for half price on Tuesday. What are you talking about?
You know what's
Coming to
is
you
my
first
intent?
with intent of marriage?
My shit is like that with my wife because I'm 7 years older than my wife, but I'm 8 years younger than her mother.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So
shit.
there is like, I respect them, I do.
Yeah.
But it's a dance.
Yeah.
It's a dance.
You trying to be respectful and like, bitch, I seen you in the club.
Yeah.
What the fuck you talking? You fucked my man Jeff.
Yeah. You and I used to go to the same high school together. I was a freshman.
Remember you fucked
Yeah.
my man
Right.
Jeff in the slop sink room.
Every now and again, we look at my wife and be like, you don't know nothing about that, youngster.
8 years.
Look at you. But so laying the 5 bricks does it creates a confidence. It lets you see women in a different light because when you really learn how to be honest about paying, okay, you'd be surprised how, and this is something that I learned across the board. People are not seen in this world. I mean, this is why social media is such a big thing. Gives people an opportunity to be seen. And when you see them, when you really see them and you recognize their humanity, they love you because because people don't give a fuck about people. Mm-hmm. It's like and it's a bit weird because even like I know Kev Hart for I knew him before he was famous, before Soul Plane, right? Mm-hmm. And so, when motherfuckers get famous where you 500 million, you wonder if a motherfucker changes, right? And I'll be like, he'll be working out, and I'll be like, yo, what up, Kev? And he'll be talking to somebody, oh, what up, big boy? But just the fact that he acknowledges me and he don't have to acknowledge me because, people, they get rich and they get funny.
Right.
It just makes you go, oh, man, that's a cool motherfucker. Like
Right.
He could be different than he is. So when he asks what the problem is, you gotta lay the 5 bricks. It has to. This is the most crystallized way I've come up with this procedure to get you to understand that communication is non-transactional, to not tell lies, to actually tell the truth, to actually understand that. Because I've done this where I remember I played a compliment to this girl. She had like bright red hair, and I go, I love the color of your hair. And she was like, oh, really? Oh my God, thank you so much. I really needed that. My cat died, and I've just been in a funky place, and I had a breakup, and blah, 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 blah. And she just goes, just the fact that, because she clearly, because her hair was like bright orange. Like, so this was a decision. Like, the thing that you find attractive or the thing that stands out is usually a decision. It's attached to emotion, and the fact that you're acknowledging those emotions, people they feel seen.
Yeah.
And then they respond to it in that way. And it's because it's true. It's not, oh, he trying to get some pussy.
You'll get them to open up
Yeah.
way different than like trying to win somebody with flexing.
Yeah.
Like that's the same way like like you get all hot in the pants for Quasimodo. Because he sees me.
I saw this clip on this guy is in the gym and this chick is filming her workout. And this big buff dude comes up and says, excuse me. And she goes, I have a boyfriend. And he goes, I do too, but your tampon is hanging out of your chin. It's just like, like so that.
But that's a perfect learning moment for somebody like this guy.
Yeah.
If he were to just go up to a woman and say, excuse me, and before even paying the compliment, you get that.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to see, like, oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's just the type of energy that's gonna come out of it.
Yeah. Well,
you get a chance to see who she is.
Yeah. Immediately.
Right.
But you can't even look at that necessarily because sometimes it's you don't know what people are going through either. So, for instance, what if her cat did die and you like, yo, what's up? And she's like, yeah, I don't want to be like her grandmother might be terminally ill. It can't, you know what I'm saying? And she just don't want to. But what happens is when you have low self-esteem, you make it about you. You go, oh, she's not responding to me because I'm not good enough, because I'm not tall enough, because I'm not handsome enough, I'm not interested. And a lot of times it has nothing to do with you. Yes, it could be. You may not be tall enough, you may not be handsome enough, but if you like, I used to use this as an example. Let's say you pay a chick a compliment. And you're trying to get the number, and she just got stung by a honeybee, right? So she's listen. I can't You go, yeah. I go to the guy. Like when I do a consultation, is that possible? They go, yeah, that's possible. I go, what about if it was a bumblebee instead of a honeybee? They go, yeah, that's also possible. What if it was a wasp? Now, I go, do you know there's 2,000 different types of bees that she could have been? So there's an infinite amount of things that could have happened just when we talk about bee stings, right? That could make her respond to you in a negative way. So you can't take this personal because of the fact that this woman is not responding to you in the way that you want her to respond. You have to take it you have to be sincere, pay the compliment out of your veracity and your sort of your kingly confidence. It's almost like, today I declare that your makeup is impeccable. And you go, well, what now? Nothing. We just made a declaration. That's,
and then I leave.
And then I leave. Yeah. My liege, thank you, my lord. Very good. Can I come to the castle? No, but your makeup is impeccable.
So in the chat here, we do have somebody a super chat, $5 from New Jersey Nomad.
Yeah.
Put in $5 on our YouTube channel. Oh, on the Godfrey YouTube channel. I wonder what Dante's thoughts are on Sosa, DR, or Colombia or Dominican Republic. I think, and it says hashtag passport bros. I think he's talking about like travel
Look,
for sex.
What? Let's be honest that these women are like there's a underlying idea of they're working. You know what I mean? They're trying to, and look, if that's what you want to do, but that ain't gonna teach you game. You're not gonna learn game, and you could be in that situation where I had a dude who I used to tell this story about a dude. He had met this Dominican girl, fresh, like 18 years old, and their first and he was like a corny dude, you know. Met their first argument was the fact that he washed his own dish, and they had a full blown out argument. You don't think I'm woman enough to take care of my man? You crazy? Now I'm not, like, that's how she was.
Wow.
And then 5 years later, she had moved her mom in, her uncle. She was cheating on him. She like because he played pussy and he got fucked. So he just the boundaries. Even though that's where she started, he just showed that he didn't have.
He allowed her to stretch the boundaries and do whatever.
And he ended up divorcing her. They had a kid, and her mom was living there. The mom's boyfriend was living there. It was just crazy. And he allowed that to change. And it literally, I always remember the first argument they had was because he washed his own dish.
Yeah.
She cooked. And she was like, "How dare you? You know, this is my job."
Now, Passport Bros, that's just sex, or are they looking? Is it like a 90-day
go out
fiance
there.
thing where they're
could
looking
it. You get the girlfriend experience, but I'm just saying, even in that, if you don't understand, yes, it's easier because there's a difference in the socialization. There's a difference in the fact of the culture is different. But I mean, you could get it. You still, if you don't understand these principles, you get twisted anyway. It just takes longer to get twisted. It's like my man. There's a funny thing. Back in the days, Patrice, Keith, Bobby Kelly,
Jim Norton,
all would go to Brazil, right? And they would be, because like the hookers in Brazil is like, it's like the girlfriend experience, right? Mm-hmm. And so they would be like, "Oh, this is my girlfriend." So they went to, they went to get something to eat, right? And Keith Robinson was there, and then Keith fucked all of their girlfriends. Like when they went
to eat.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, come here!" He's knocking them down, right? So when they came back. Keith said, yeah, because they would buy lingerie for the girls and stuff, and Keith would fucking fuck their sex worker and then nut in her panties that Bobby, and they all were mad at him because they were like, you fucking up the whole girlfriend, but they would really, because they would believe in the hype. It's like being in a strip club. I think she likes me.
Yeah.
So, and then he was like, look, It was a matter of a few real, and they were like, "Okay, let's get it popping," you know.
Yeah.
Now, for you to be in this kind of thing where you think going across, I mean, look, if you're gonna live there, if you're gonna move there and live there, or you're gonna make trip, that's fine. But it's just not gonna, it's not gonna change your ability to.
It's also funny that when it's overseas, you do it with a friend.
Yeah.
Like, when you didn't used to get a friend and go down to 42nd Street.
No. Let's you and I go.
Let's go halvesies on a prostitute. You want to go?
You want that? Which one you want?
You feel like
you guys want to chip?
Like it's ice cream. You want to get your dick sucked?
Are you in the mood?
You know what? I feel like White Castles.
That is a weird thing. That's just because it's in another country. Like, why?
Hold my hand. Come on, let's go together.
Go to White Castles.
Now you're hanging out with Jim Norton and Patrice.
I'm not tripping
but
about it.
They asked you to go. Patrice did. He goes, "Hey, you want to go to
Patrice was
Brazil?"
Like, yo, you got to go to Brazil. You don't even know how it is. And I was like, nigga, I was a stripper for 10 years. I live in Brazil every day. Every weekend is Brazil for me. I mean, I've seen women do horrific things which shaked my confidence in morality. But you know what I'm saying? You can have that same, and not only that, but if you learn these principles and you really are a righteous dude, when you go to these other markets per se, Oh, you like Superman that came to the planet with the yellow sun. You know what I'm saying? You got fly, you could X-ray vision, you got cool like you could do you just a different kind of dude. Whereas if you don't learn, and even if you do learn it, you still end up in situations where the longer you're with somebody, the relationship evolves. You still have to revert back to these principles over and over again. 513-202-NERO. Call in. I know we running our mouths and maybe not giving people are listening. So, and send me some money. It's
Yeah, well, you're talking about like even when you get that situation where you marry somebody from another country, if they're here long enough.
Oh yeah.
But also in relationships, women push boundaries.
Yeah.
Like that's what they do just by instinct, not to be a pain in the ass. And if you let them break the boundaries, that's how you end up in a situation where you're like, what the hell happened? When I met this girl, it was all hot and heavy, and now it's the old ball and chain, and you're miserable. Like, it's because you allowed it. I remember I was at a party, right? And this guy, he was like, he was in phenomenal shape, but his girlfriend was hot too, whatever. But I remember they had these two bulldogs, and the dog shit on the floor. And she was like, oh, the dog shit on the floor. And he's picking it up, and she's just holding the dog, like, by the leash just attached to her hip, just chat, like, it was done in a way where she's like, oh, the dog shit. Like, hey, now go clean it up.
Yeah.
And he did it, right? And I'm just like, and nobody
she didn't make any effort.
Zero attempt.
Yeah.
Zero attempt. Or I remember like a woman screaming at these. That's all I see when I'm at these parties or barbecues. Is just like
when you go with civilians.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm just like, what is? Like,
that's bad.
Why would you put that in the ice? Why would you put the ice tray over there? I'm like,
why the fuck are you talking to me?
Yeah. Oh my God!
Are you out of my company?
Are you out your and then, are you out your rabbit ass?
We just talked about this 4th of July. I went to a friend's house. It was my first time going there. I knew some people there, but I didn't know everybody there.
Civilians.
Yeah.
Daywalkers.
Big house, New Jersey, pool, huge deck, you know. And I come around the side of the house. The people that I know are up on the deck. Oh, what's up? I'm about to make my way around, but as I get to the steps, they're by the pool. So everybody about the pool, oh, hey, who are you? Where we know you from? It is women, men, children, all in the pool. I don't want to be rude. I introduce myself to everybody. Hey. Then I move on up to the deck, go holler at the people I know. They DJing, drinking, we up there hanging out.
All right.
The ladies was right behind me. I mean, they got out the pool and
it was like, who this?
Right.
Oh, wow.
You swimming? Did you bring it? I hope you got your trunks. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was,
it was that type of party.
Oh, what? I live next door. It ain't nothing to get you some trunks. Let me know. You need a shot? And so they pour up the Patron. And I'm like, hey, maybe I'll come and hang out. You know, we'll see. You know what I mean? Oh, we'll do another shot.
That's a little weird already.
It looks
crazy,
like you are fresh meat.
Right. So now the actual meat at the barbecue is finished. So that brings everybody out the pool.
Right.
And all the men and children come up to eat. And one of the men here, he's like, I like how you told the ladies you might get in the pool, but you was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And now I'm like another beer in. And my thing was, I was probably going to come. I was waiting for the sun to probably go down, and I was going to tell Shorty. Shorty said it's nothing for her to go next door and just grab me some swimming trunks, right? And my man goes, who said that? And I was like, that's the one in the red. And I ain't even really remember her name.
Yeah.
But he was like, that's my wife. And it was that realization of like, wow, you right here in the pool, and your wife just offered me your swimming trunks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, we're in a nice neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, I'm an artist, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I am a struggling artist.
Yeah.
And she's offering me this man's swimming trunks.
Yeah.
Right. And it's small things, but if the situation was reversed and you offered some
you want some of this pussy? Because I could just take you next door and give you some of this pussy if you want. You want a little slice?
First of all, yeah. My whole thing was,
and I felt bad for the dude because it's like, I don't owe you an apology. I didn't do anything.
Right.
You was right there when I came up and said hello. I was a perfect, normal human being. You know what I mean? Like, they came up. But that realization of, like, we all just realized how crazy that disrespect was. And
that's only that way because it's okay to do that.
Because he set it up that it's okay to do that.
I would talk about divorce.
Grounds for divorce?
I would talk about...
She offered that man My swim trunks on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I'm like, you out your fucking rabbit ass mind, and the realization of me taking all of this away.
Right.
You know what I mean? It needs to be but it's already gone. It's already long gone. If she feels comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You know, it's already fucked up. It was funny. We had a call last week. Big shout 513-202-NERO calling. We had a young lady that called in and she was dealing with an older dude who has some erectile dysfunction, right? And she talked to him like about it, and she even bought some blue pills to set him off, and she loves him, and they're supposed to they're engaged, but he's ego tripping because he don't I'm good, but he can't keep his dick hard, right? And I was like, and she's calling in here as a, for advice, and I'm like, oh, you gotta get that ring back.
Yeah.
And Harry looks at me like, "But is it something?" No.
At the end, I agreed with you, but up front, I'm like, man.
Because I go, like, look, if we gonna fight, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I'm gonna hit you first, and I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Because then you have to fight me, injured and in shock.
Right.
So I'm winning. Right. So doing a measured kind of response to that. But this was also after she had him. She had a conversation with him several times. She talked to him about it. They went to the doctor to see what was going on, and he kind of went, and then he didn't follow up. She bought some Viagra for him, and they turned up for like a week and a half. She was like, it was great, and he keeps talking. She says, but now it's been 6 months since we fucking, and I'm like, I go, if y'all are getting ready to get married, this is like, they've been together 2 years. They're supposed to be, he's engaged, got a nice ring. I was like, are you willing to get married and not have sex with this motherfucker? Because this is what he's saying. I can't handle you. And I'm not, and it's okay. It would even be okay if he was making the effort to get it right, but he's not. He's just saying, ain't nothing wrong with me. Okay, well, here's your ring. And then what does that do? That instantly goes, whoa, this is real. I can't keep, and I think that's really the thing that we have to understand is that when you talk about your credibility, is what you say, it's got to be what you mean. If you don't mean it, then don't say it, because the minute you lose that credibility, there's nothing to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know about you. I just can't. It's hard to watch, like in civilian life. And sometimes just like watching dudes get like berated or trashed or abused, like within their own relationship. Oh man, that's deemed happy wife, happy life horse shit.
I use that as fuel. That's the fuel. Huh? You won't do that to me. Like, treat it like watching a jail fight. Like, oh, that's how they doing, niggas? No, no push-ups.
You home sharpening your toothbrush.
Like, never happened.
Where you going? You going to the club? A lot of times guys will call in and they'll be like, they'll be like, I kind of relate to Harry a little more because he's his style. What they're saying is I'm too harsh. That's what they're basically saying. I'm too harsh.
Yeah, your approach is a lot harder.
But it's not. It is what it is. Yeah. You could act like it's not what it is, but when you plug the numbers in the fucking in the formula, it is, because
I'm saying the results are the same, but if you're able to just like, all right, if you're the thing about, you have the ability to, like, if you're Superman, knock a guy through 3 walls and then break his neck.
But I'm not doing
that.
And
then part of you is like, oh Jesus, he deserved it, but
all you got to do is did he deserve it?
Yeah, but some people, whether they deserve it or not, some people
because
can't.
You want to soft pedal it, which is ultimately it's just like when you get chlamydia. I don't know if you've had chlamydia.
I have not, but go on.
But they give you the flagellant for 7 days.
What is a flagellant?
Whatever. You got to take a pill, and that's the crazy thing. They give it to you to take regardless. They don't even know your results yet. But they go home and start taking this medicine now. And then you might even take it for 7 days and you ain't even need to. They'll be like, you were negative, but we took it just in case. You know what I mean?
Because if you take it for 3 days, and you had it comes back.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna wait for the results before we start administering the shit. Like we know either way. Get it.
We
Get
know
it under
we
control
go,
now. Stop it.
Right. And so taking a measured course to somebody who is when you plugged in the numbers, like, so when we were talking about that, talking to that young lady, it was literally like, I'm going, first of all, she was about 7, 8 years younger than her, right? He's in his 50s. So he probably got low T, right? He probably don't have the same drive that he did, right?
Right.
She is, I think she was like 38 or something like that. So she about to hit her like,
Peak. Yeah.
where they like, these MILF broads, nigga, you better pack a lunch.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
if you fucking around, you gotta get it. You gotta get it in. Even ones that ain't really sexual, when they hit that, it's like, gimme.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck no more.
You don't believe me? Go online and listen to these old bitches talking. They be like, I got to have it. So, here's a situation. You've talked to him. You've spoke. I think she said she had at least 3 to 5 different conversations with him.
That's too many.
They went to the doctor. She tried to get the fucking pills. She got the pills. The pills worked. She was like, shit was great. She loves this motherfucker. And I go, are you going to be able to have a relationship where you don't have sex with him?
Yeah.
And then how long are you going to resent him and you start feeling ugly because he don't want to fuck you, when it's really that he feels, because then the anxiety. So we had Punisher, from the Diddy trial, right?
Okay.
And he talked about how his ED, he went through a situation where he had erectile dysfunction because this chick, he had a horrible breakup, and the chick who he was, because he presented as the Punisher, and then he kind of fell in love with her, and he was like, goofy, let's cuddle, and she went and got some dude that was gonna spit in her mouth and choke her. And then she threw it in the, well, this is why, like, she was a horrible human being too.
Yeah.
But then he's literally getting paid $2,000 to sleep with Diddy's girl, but he still has this insecurity that creates erectile dysfunction because of it.
Ain't life funny like that?
And then he went to doctors and checked it out, and they literally was like, "This is mental, dog. This is mental. This is how." And he said, "This is what the funny thing." He said, "I knew the time when I had this problem." He goes, "I was in elementary school." He goes, "My friend got laid, and I was still a virgin." And he said, he came too fast, and the girl trashed him on the block and through school, and from that point on, he had that stigma in the back of his head. If I don't perform as a man, this could happen to me.
Yo, that happened to me when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and
to you or to somebody else?
To me.
Yeah.
I had
Which part happened to you that
girl.
you couldn't?
I had sex with a girl. She was my first. I was not hers.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not perform well,
Mm-hmm.
but I lied and manipulated to have sex with her.
Okay.
And then once I broke it off, she was very
Nasty.
very upset about it.
Yeah.
And she went to the block where I would normally hang out, and I was not there that day. I've told the story before.
Thank God.
My mom would always try to get me out of the city, like, get in the car. We going to show you something.
Yeah.
You can't just be standing on this goddamn corner all day long. So she came up to the block, and I wasn't there. She started, I had sex with him, and that motherfucker, he couldn't fuck. He came all fast. I think he was a virgin. He talked all this shit, right? So they out there having a good old time,
Yeah,
especially
sure.
the girls
Yeah,
that would hang out.
yeah.
They laugh
Can't
and
wait.
all this shit. So my homie, shout out to my homie, he called, like, yeah.
We got a call. Hold on. Let's go.
Go ahead.
We'll finish that. What's your name? Where you calling from, family? Hello?
Lamar calling from Alabama.
What's going on, baby? How can I help you?
Oh no, I just wanted to say a situation with me. I think I'm addicted to freaks, because when I mess with like good girls, like nurses, it's just boring.
You said you're addicted to freaks?
Yeah, like I used to take pictures in the strip club and
Mm-hmm.
mess with the strippers and stuff like that, and then start messing with
Regular.
nurses making regular chicks, and it's just boring. They'd say something like, hey, I want to come see you, or, the stripper girls would be like, hey, I want to come, you know what I'm saying, do whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they'd talk nastier, where, messing with nurses or, women like, with regular jobs, they're just super boring. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but is that so let me okay, so let me give it a
gotta turn 'em into
perspective
freaks.
that this is a situation your assumption is because she's a nurse that she's not a freak. But what it really is
No.
uh-huh,
Go ahead.
what it really is she don't feel as though she doesn't feel as though she can trust you in a way to be a freak. Like, I don't care who it is. Look, don't get me wrong. There's certain women who are just prudes. They're just asexual. But to make a statement that just like square chicks ain't freaks that's just not true. And
I mean, I agree with you. I'm from Chicago. I'm just saying I just moved to Alabama. And
Right.
I'm telling you, the nurse I had, I never heard a chick say you spread my ass cheeks too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean.
now wait a minute. Did she say
it?
it? Did she say it because you ripped the top skin, or did she say it because you don't want?
I didn't rip the top of the skin, but she did say I'll try to spread it. Nurses' butt cheeks be hard. You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
I don't know that
Maybe.
to be. Why would they be hard?
Because they sit all day.
They sit
I mean,
all
they
day.
walk miles and miles. I mean, at least here, these chicks, they walk all around the hospital. I'm talking about it was like a little muscle booty on the chick.
Oh, you're saying it's
Yeah.
too. Okay.
Now,
they're
are you
firm.
saying all nurses have muscle booties? Or, like, I mean,
No, I'm
this is-
talking about the nurse that I was messing with.
Okay,
I can't speak on all the nurses.
right? But how many times have you had somebody square chick that you just had this problem, or was this a particular situation that
This
you
was
had?
a particular
Yeah, well, you
situation.
can't. I mean, that's anecdotal, fam.
How long you been in Alabama?
I've been in Alabama since 2000.
Okay.
Okay, so in that whole time,
I had a case in Chicago, left Chicago in 2000 when I graduated high school, came to Alabama, went to school, and then just stayed because it was so sweet on it.
well, I'll tell you, if you want to find freak chicks anywhere, just go like they have websites and stuff like
Oh, no,
Fat
it
Life.
sounds
I'm
like
not
he
doing
know
the
where to
website.
find them. He's just saying,
I know
like,
where they at.
he addicted
he
to
in
them.
this-
He'd rather them because they talk that shit. A regular
guess,
girl don't
yeah.
talk that shit.
Well, let me tell you something. There's nurses on there. I know for a fact there's nurses. I mean, I don't know anything. Never mind.
I done had a
Disregard.
couple nurses. You either got the ones that get drunk after work, you know what I'm saying, or
And
you
turn
got
up.
the ones.
Yeah.
I done had a couple nurses, man. I done had the ones that didn't used to drink a lot, maybe had a bad experience, now they don't drink for real that much.
Uh-huh.
Then, or the ones that party, because once they start making like 100,000 out here in Alabama, they either gonna wild out or they act like they like they the
Like
man.
they
You get what I'm saying?
reborn. They reborn. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something that was interesting. Like when I was stripping, like I stripped for 10 years, right? And one of the things that I recognized is some of the squarest chicks in the world would want some of the dirtiest shit from me because of the fact that they felt, because of the type of business that because I was in the adult entertainment business, they didn't think that I could judge them. So because they didn't think that I could judge them, they would be like, pee on me? You want to, I'm gonna bring my sister, because
There was a comfort level to
Yeah.
request in freak stuff because they already know that you're not going to be shocked by it
right,
or
like,
appalled.
And to be honest, I wasn't shocked. It's funny because me and so Punisher and I used to strip together. That's how we knew each other. And
Yeah, I've seen the episode.
yeah, and Pun, we would have Godfrey. Godfrey's a square. Like, he's a college dude. Like, not a square, but you know what I'm saying. Godfrey, and Godfrey.
Sexually.
He's from the north side of Chicago. I'm from the south side.
Okay,
For
but
sure.
he goes
Compared to you and your lifestyle.
right. So
yeah,
he was
he's
like,
Right.
I was like, "Nigga, you wouldn't. We couldn't smash two chicks in an orgy. Like, you wouldn't." He was like, "Nah, it's too many dicks in the room." I'm like, "Yeah, nigga, but you not. Nah. I'm just me." And I'm like, "Nigga."
It's funny because you called me up the day to ask me my thoughts on it. You're like, would you do it? I go, it's just the only thing I would be against is I'm not in good enough shape. But if I was in shape, like, I'm not even upset
And I'm
about
not mad at. I'm just saying.
that. I'm like,
son,
I got to look better
Nigga,
for
I
everybody
have-
else in the orgy. You
Nigga,
know?
I have high five niggas with my elbow because my hand was greasy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, yeah.
Like, we up. What you talking about? No matter what we look like. We fucking two chicks right now.
Yeah.
We
or
winning.
one.
Fuck. Yeah, like we.
But I'm just saying.
Or 13.
You
That happened.
Yeah, that has happened.
Yeah.
But the dirty bacons doesn't. But what I'm saying to you, sometimes when you're open about your sexuality, it gives them license to be more open. I mean, I'm quite sure you find that out. You find out that like the nurses who are the nurses who
Yeah, I think I just found a square nurse, to be honest.
that's what it sounds
Now,
like.
when you're with the square nurse, like in this situation, did you do freaky stuff like in the first encounter, and she was just like freaked out about it?
It might have been, it might have been like the second encounter. The first encounter was, to be honest with you, I didn't think I was going to get it. We went out, kicked the drink, and got back to her crib, and I didn't think she was going to, I really messed with something before I went on the date.
Oh.
So I didn't really think that we was going to, get it popping. So after the date, doing sushi and drinks and movies.
So you was on that second nut, right? Which is
yeah. So I didn't even know she was gonna let me crack. After
which also when you're on that second nut, you got the staying power too. Now now the sun is coming up and you stretching her butt cheeks too far is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. There's no anxiousness.
You might have gone to from 0 to 60 a little too quick. You gotta gauge the level of freak in her by doing some semi-vanilla freak things, a lot of neck kissing.
He did DEFCON 1.
Semi-vanilla.
Yeah, he did DEFCON.
You got a light hair pull, not spreading her ass cheeks with your boots.
Not with my boots. No, but I mean, I know being in Alabama, I done messed with like 3 chicks that now they do porn.
Yeah.
Like, real porn. Like.
Yeah.
But I think I just had a nurse that was a little too square.
You got caught up. But I mean, I think
nurses are down for anything actually because they've seen a lot of shit. So the last thing that's gonna freak them out is like cunnilingus.
The hardest, they're the most. They cheat more than anybody else.
Yeah,
because their schedules is fucked up, and so when they
12-hour shifts, if somebody at work cracking them,
it's a empty slop sink, nigga. They gonna get it in.
Also, they need some type of release.
That's what I'm about
from
to say.
That trauma.
For them, sex is functional. You know what I mean? It's like, I got to get this thing off.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you just
they get knocked in closets in the hospital.
I know, bro. I was
shift.
in with somebody in the ER in April, and I was just looking at the staff like, I know some of y'all just came from a closet somewhere, man. It's crazy.
And then it's just like,
right? They just walking around.
Sorry,
professional.
Your daughter died, and you like, let me go get my dick sucked. Like, what the? It's just, I think you just got caught up. But I also think if you if you're on that freaks, like you gotta ease them in, dog. You gotta sometimes you gotta ease them in, but you gotta also let them know that that it's out there.
And I hate to ruin it for you, but the freaks, they don't mean it, man. You know what I mean? That's like they like girl pimps. They talk smooth, but they don't love you.
I agree. I'm just saying, it's just the freaks, you ain't got to tell them nothing. Whereas, you already ready by the time they get to you or you pull up, just how they talking over the phone. Whereas the nurse might say, hey, can I come see you? Versus the freak would be like, yo.
Yeah, but she might just not know that you're a freak.
Yeah, she's trying to. A lot of times they feeling you out.
Yeah, I feel like if she know the lifestyle I came from, and I told her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that don't. And niggas,
what lifestyle did you come from?
He had a little charge,
like,
and then
I'm
he
from
moved
Chicago
out.
in Alabama.
No, I understand the charges, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're a freak. That means that you're intense. But it doesn't mean sexually that you're
Let's not say I'm a freak. Say more intense.
I get it. I'm just saying you gotta roll that out slow. Sometimes you gotta roll that out slow, and it's gotta go in phases. You can't just, you know what I'm saying? You can't just go out all at one and just randomly pee on somebody without asking.
Not an impromptu go to the shower.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? And then the other thing is here's a crazy thing, man. I was man, I remember this chick used to talk about this too. I'm fucking with this chick, and I'm hitting her in the pooper, right? You all need to hit it in the pooper, right, Domino?
What's your catchphrase, Domino? Just answer with the catchphrase when Dante hits you with a non sequitur that no human being should possibly be able to answer.
Hit her in the pooper.
Oh shit!
There you go. Say there you go.
So I'm hitting her in the pooper, right? And she has like a little bowel movement, not a big, but it's. Son, I didn't stop. I took the sheet, pulled the sheet up, wrapped it in the sheet, brother pushed it to the side and just kept rocking.
One-handed.
Yeah.
I've done it.
I'm
I've done it.
I've done it. The same move.
Yeah, man.
So, but she talked to her friend. She was like, "Yo, this nigga was smashing me in the pooper, and I and yo, this nigga didn't even miss a beat. He just cleaned off the finger, wiped it in the pooper, boop.
Yeah, man.
Can't stop hitting it, and she had a little hand sanitizer. While I'm hitting it, I'm saying like, let's get it popping. And to
You
this,
multitask.
yeah, and to this day, she spoke to her. She was like, "Yo, that motherfucker, he don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
I've had a chick, like I was going down on her, and then like we laying in the afterglow, and she goes, "Man, none of you is gay." Yeah, but
Look, when I first came down south, I didn't even know, but the 7-Day Adventist girls, they'll let you fuck them in the ass, you know,
because they don't want
to.
They're trying to stay. Yeah,
Trying to pull a clause on God.
Yeah,
just like,
Yeah.
See, God, I'm
Yeah,
taking it in the
they'll
pooper.
let you crack in the ass and be like, I'm saving my vagina for marriage.
just trying to find a loophole to get into heaven.
2000 when I
Now,
got here.
like
God
now you
sees
did,
you.
Yeah, God sees you.
God
God is shaking
sees you,
his
bitch.
fist like, oh, I wish I had thought of that.
It's
Oh.
another loophole.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Ah, darn it! Come on in.
You think that's how dudes be getting caught up with them trans women? They're like, yo, she only let me hit her in the pooper. And like,
I've
she
heard
Catholic though. That's
I've
why.
heard that where
Yeah, if I lived in Cali or something like that, it'd be there. This Alabama, luckily,
Yeah.
that ain't really hit out here like that, especially not in 2000.
What do you mean, the trans community? But
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something.
That part.
As a freak dude, right? Let me tell you something. Like, because it's so open and a lot of dudes that I know that ain't even like that I wouldn't even consider freak, they are mesmerized by the whole trans thing.
I'm not mesmerized
and not
by that.
and not even well, that's why I said it, because I figured you wasn't. But
I'm not intrigued.
It's almost
I'm not
like
mesmerized.
it's almost like it's a fetishization.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Where
Have
is
you
this?
seen these videos? There's these videos that come
Everywhere.
up on World Star every now
Motherfuckers
and
we
again.
know.
I don't know about it, but there's these videos that
Nah,
come on
there's
World Star
motherfuckers
every
we
now
know.
and again, and it's the same girl,
Yeah.
and she's on some sort of chatting app, but she's always on there with like 2 or 3 young black dudes that cannot believe or take her word for it that she's
Oh
trans.
yeah. She
And they
bad.
be like, "No,
She
stand up, let me see." Like, and
Yeah.
it's crazy that these young boys need this much proof
Yeah.
for them to
Because
disengage.
she's telling you, and then she drops the deep voice.
And they
What
be
do you
like,
mean? And they
be like, "Nah, how?"
Now they got them out here. I don't think they got them where they didn't did the whole surgery, because I know I've been in the club one time and the security came up to me like, "Yo, is that your boy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're
Holla
like,
at
"Yo,
him.
man, you
Yeah.
dancing with a dude."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tell my boy, like, "Come here." I'm like, "Yo, they say that's a dude." He like, "Nah, man, I didn't touch you down there." And I'm looking like, whatever. You know what I'm
So
saying?
she
Then
had the
you
whole
find out
surgery.
later.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Yeah, I just know 20 minutes later he said, "Come on, let's get out of here."
I'm gonna tell you, I'm like, and me, you know, like I'm 58, and you know, it just was like, I mean, there was definitely this kind of taboo thing. Whereas as I'm older and I understand, you know, people like what they like. It don't bother. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm like, I'm
You're not
not.
against
Right.
it for
That's what I
anybody
said.
else.
They're
yeah.
not disengaging the pursuit.
Yeah.
Like, even if you was joking,
Yeah.
in my era, that was enough for me to be like, all right, like, I'm not going to
Yeah,
dive on you or nothing. It's just like, all right, I
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, but it's there's a fetishization of that where they be like, oh well, this might be. Da, da, da. I'm gonna tell you the crazy. Here's how things are so wide open. If you watch porn and you do, let's say, Ebony MILF anal DP. Let's say you put that in.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They would. I'm an old nigga. What do you? I want what I want.
Yeah, you detail what the search. I got you.
But Doug, they will throw gay sex in that. Like now, you know where the categories
The
were.
filter.
Oh yeah, you have a dude. And 3 dudes, like a dude in the corner on the
Okay.
thumbnail,
Oh.
where it's just like there's no category, like it just
Yeah, they hit you with that if you just put ebony in there.
yeah.
I can
Oh,
believe it.
Oh yeah. So what I'm saying is, I had just understood that you just got to be, it's just whatever people do, they want to do. It's fine. I know motherfuckers would think something's wrong with me sometimes. So I don't judge it, but it's just not my cup of tea. And I just think that there's this fetishization of that. But I think also there's a level of comfort. Like when you create a level of comfort, even with these square chicks, you'd be surprised in the dark recesses of their mind what they're fantasizing about.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: what city and state y'all think go the hardest? Because when I was in Chicago, I'm just knocking chicks in
Let me
Chicago,
tell you something. I don't
maybe.
believe in that at all. It's the dude. A dude is a woman is a definite reflection of the dude she's fucking. So you get a chick that'll eat the groceries on me and then not give another nigga head. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just all about the dude that she's fucking with and how she feels about it. I think it's just really personal, and I don't think there's any geographic kind of thing. I will say this. I think
Kelly go the hardest.
I don't. Man, I can't. I spent a lot of time in New York City, and there was nothing that I wanted to do that I couldn't do. So, and I've gone other places where it was nothing. So I don't really think it's a geographic.
Dante's like, I fucked everywhere, man.
Me too. I just know since I came to Alabama, that's when I had, other than just Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit, stuff like that. And Cali, it seemed like just everybody I meet from Cali just go hard.
Well, I think it might be easier in the big cities, the more populated areas.
Cities are more tolerant and they're more open-minded. But here's the crazy thing, and this is the funny thing. In Seattle, right, the number one porn search is trans.
Oh yeah.
What do you call it? Pegging. Trans pegging is the number one. So these are the motherfuckers supposed to be. Seattle is supposed to be the Mormons, and
Salt Lake City,
and they on the
Seattle's not the
right.
Mormons.
Salt Lake City. Yeah, they in Utah. They are the freaky.
Well, yeah.
And here's the thing: the Republican last year, the Republican convention happened. I forget where it happened. But
you talk about they crashed the server.
Yeah, the Grindr crash. Did you know that?
I heard about
Grindr, I didn't know about that, but
Grindr always
the
crashes.
Grindr.
Yeah.
They crashed.
That
the
makes
Grindr.
sense because I remember when I first tried to work at hotels and stuff like that, driving the vans and stuff. But you would get I almost got the job and get orientation.
Yeah.
But back then they would show when they had conventions for churches and stuff like that. The amount of porn getting ordered to the rooms on the pay-per-view was through the roof, and it was mostly with religious people.
Yeah, of course, because they're full of shit. People are full of shit when it comes down to family. Thanks for calling, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate y'all.
But I would just say, if anything, man, just take a little, give a little running room. Some takeoff room, and you can get them where you want to. You most of the time. It's just how comfortable they feel.
It's a big 10-4.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro.
All right, y'all be safe.
Thank you. Put that number up. Now, you were saying something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
What story were we finishing off? Yeah.
Shit, what the fuck?
Square dudes, square marriages. What were we talking about?
Oh, the girl that blew me up on the block.
Yeah.
The girl that blew me up on the block for giving her wax.
Phone line's open, 513-202-NERO. Go ahead.
And so, okay, this girl, I had sex with the girl, but I lied. She was very upset when she found out that I lied. She came back to the block that I would hang out on.
When you say you lied, you're just talking a big game. Like
told her I wanted to be her boyfriend, everything like that, and I didn't.
None of that was true. You just trying to hit.
Use her for sex. And she was like a bigger girl. Really wasn't my taste. This was like a pure animalistic thing.
Yeah.
And
trying to get
all of the manipulative game just came out, right?
Yeah.
And I said what I needed to say, got in there, and then just dropped her as soon as I got out. I don't think I want to be your boyfriend anymore. You know what I mean? So. She comes on the block. She's telling everybody that I came all over the place real fast and all the stuff like that. And,
boy,
it was whack.
You came all over the place. She was saying everywhere. He just
basically I came fast, which I did. You know what I mean?
Fast, inaccurate. She was just trashing all.
Hold on, we got a call. Hold that point. What's your name? Where you calling from, family?
This is Larry from Seattle.
What up, Larry? What's going on?
So I've been following for a while, been practicing Ace, and I have a question about authenticity. So
yeah, go.
like through like I filtered everything, like all my decisions, all my thoughts through that lens.
Yeah.
And a byproduct of that was that like I became more grateful for the things I have because I can't lie about my situation. It's better than like 99% of the like world. So
Fair enough.
I'm always trying to be grateful and stuff like that, but when you're trying to be authentic and can't like and you refuse to lie, are you ever allowed to look at something and kind of like not vent, but like, or not even complain, but
Give me specifics, because you going around it, and I need to know the specifics. Give me an idea.
okay, so specifically, so I work, I'm a first year apprentice as an electrician, but currently
As a
I work on the
mortician,
road.
as a
Electrician.
Huh?
Electrician.
Not
electrician.
not
Okay, all right, cool. Go ahead.
Yeah, an electrical apprentice. So I'm in the apprenticeship right now, and I'm currently working outside. And that's like first year, shit like that, you usually work outside and do the road work. And
Right.
I got like a couple months before I could cycle out. It's not why I signed up to be a part of the apprenticeship. And like at first, I was always like, grateful because my checks were nice, 4-10 schedule, I could work extra on the side. But it's getting to a point now, and I can't relieve. Like I have to wait like a couple more months. I want to continue to be more grateful about these things, but little things bug me, including, there was this person who worked alongside and who always had this negative repertoire and stuff, and it kind of infected my positive spirit in a sense. And now I'm like trying to like fight against it, but it feels like he had too much of an effect.
So
and I'm trying to be authentic and like.
But I
not
don't
lie,
I don't understand where you're not being authentic. Are you saying that you feel like there's a situation that's unfair? And
No, not necessarily unfair. It's like it just sucks. It frankly like it's hot as hell outside. The work is in the dirt. I'm not really practicing.
So what
the
are you
art
not
of,
being? What are you not being grateful about?
Because I make good money. I have a 4-10 schedule. I can work as much as I want, and I get to keep my full checks while I'm in school. Like,
Okay, but I'm
like I don't know.
Are you
is
saying
it worth my
because?
energy even?
Are you saying that sometimes it gets hot and sometimes you be like it's hot?
I think I understand. Are you saying you don't think you want to be an electrician, but you sitting here cashing the check and going through the program? Is that what you're saying?
It ain't even so. I guess there's a lot of nuance to it because it's not necessarily that. I work outside, and the real electrical work is inside. Like that's the real deal spiel.
How long you been doing this?
Hold on. Let me.
About a year, and I have a couple more months left to be outside where I can go rotate and work with a company that.
Yeah,
does
but that's
inside
you're
work.
tripping, dog. It's a year. You're a year. How old are you?
25.
Yeah, dog. Relax.
But wait, are you feeling like you committed too much time to a thing that because you don't want to work outside, and that the program is leading to something that'll be an outside job?
No, he's
ain't
saying
even-
if
so
he,
it's
once
not
he
even-
finishes
it's not
the
even really
apprentice,
that,
he can do things that he wants to do, and he didn't finish the apprenticeship. But he's like, there's situations that he thinks is unfair, and it's hot outside, and whatever.
Are you asking if it's okay to be upset and disappointed about the aspects of the circumstance?
Sure, but yeah, and by the way, I'm not. It's not about quitting the apprenticeship. That's never going to be the case.
It is
because I know It's not even that because I would never, absolutely not. Like I've done something inside work, and I know it's around the corner.
Yeah, but
why I'm trying to
that's
be
just
positive, but the
youthful.
age-
That's youthful spirit, man. That's just when you're young, you want everything right away. Everything you want right away today, right away, fast. And
Yeah, of
what
course.
you learn is that it's never. Look, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's definitely situations where people get what they don't deserve, and people, there's no meritocracy and stuff. But what you have to do is stay in the context of what you're doing. If you're doing this apprentice, you've only been doing it a year. You gotta relax, dog. I mean, you're gonna have to do the grunt work until you get to a point where you can do whatever you fucking want, and it takes time to get there. It's great that you're grateful of but you could also want more, and you could also say, man, I can't wait for this to end, and still be grateful what you got. You could also wake up one day and it could be 99 degrees, and you'd be like, damn, it's hot outside. I wish it was. You know what I'm saying? Like it's reasonable that you have different circumstances and you feel different. So as long as you're not going to quit the apprentice and you understand that you got to go through what you got to go through to get to where you want, it just takes time.
Okay, yeah. So that's all. I really just want to know: is it okay to say sometimes it sucks? Because
Sure
I'm
it
gonna
is.
do it regardless. Because
Yeah, of course it is.
I don't want to even put that kind of negative shit out there for myself.
But then
Because I
don't do
wouldn't-
it.
like,
Then
it's a
don't do
habit,
it.
yeah.
The point is, if you
Okay.
don't want to do that, then don't do that. And if you want to go, yo, this it's hot out. My balls sweating. You could do that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't have to be. I mean, listen. Nobody's perfect. There's two things you'll have to do for the rest of your life: is give forgiveness and ask for forgiveness. That's
Yeah.
part of being human.
And these other people on the job that are like kind of giving you the negative influence and possibly swaying your feet, are they older than you?
No, I was this dude the same age, and he was always complaining about how he hated it. Like, I'm like, dude, you're gonna make like $80+ an
There's
hour
al-
in 3 years.
There's
Yeah.
always going to be those
Constantly, he was
people.
wearing
Yeah.
me down.
Those people, they're like birds in a tree, man.
Yeah.
They just gotta chirp just because the sun is up, man.
Yeah.
They don't even really mean everything they
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Ain't even thinking about
Yeah.
it. And the reality is that, I'll tell you this as an older dude, I just don't even. Yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
You got to go.
Yo,
All right,
Dave, thanks for coming. Yo, plug your shit real
What do you
quick.
think?
All right, yo, check out my podcast here on the network. No Need for Apologies. Follow me on social media at I'm Dave Temple. Catch me on tour. I'll be moving about Phoenix, Arizona. Be there August 7th and the 8th. And I think that's it right now. So,
Okay.
all right, see you guys
All
soon.
right.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, fam. Thanks for hanging out, bro.
Yay, that was great.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that you could, like people do, people when they're not on that path, they always gonna be, yapping about what's fucked up and what's that. And then there's some people that are just negative in general. Well, this is what they do. This is how they operate. I mean, it's fine for you to, nobody thinks that it's perfect, and it's okay to want more. Just don't let it stop you from moving forward and from growing and learning and understand that things take time.
Yeah. Is it I guess is it like yeah. So it's okay like to think that occasionally say sorry, but like it's not. I would say it ain't cool to verbalize it constantly. You don't want to be that person that's always
Because
complaining
then what do you
additionally.
become? Then you become that guy who's always yapping. Do you understand? Like you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about this dude who's a fucking pain in the neck, right? And
Well, he's gone now. He ain't no. They laid his ass off.
all right, so
here's
here's my point. You don't want. I mean, we could look at these people and look at. I mean, one of the things that you can learn from other people's mistakes. If you're gonna be the dude that's yapping and yapping and yapping, you're gonna end up in a situation where people don't want to fuck with you, and you could end up losing your apprentice because people who have never had this opportunity or had to break their neck to get this opportunity to get the apprentice to become electricians, and the old heads will be like, yo, this motherfucker don't appreciate it. He doesn't,
Absolutely.
and you don't want to be that guy either. But I mean, the simple fact, I always say this, whenever somebody's asking, where they should be at in terms of their behavior, they're usually right on the mark or very close to it. It's when somebody feels like they have it all figured out is usually when people go, hey, their shit is fucked up and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're annoying people around them and it's a problem, So if you're
saying basically if you're asking the question, you're probably in the right area.
right. Like if you got parents and they're like, well, I don't know if I'm disciplining my child enough, or if I'm maybe I should lay off a little bit, and you're asking these questions, you probably are right on the mark. Do you know what I mean? It's the parent that thinks that, oh, my child is perfect and everything. That you're a trash parent and your kid is probably horrible. It's just that's just human nature,
Yeah.
And there can always be a degree of that. And I think once you understand that, it kind of all works out. You feel me?
Yeah.
All right.
How do you get through rough days? What do you
Man,
do to
sometimes
remind
I
yourself
just
that?
feel like shit, and then I get up the
Sure,
next
yeah.
morning and I fucking grind it out. I mean, life is a beautiful thing, man. There's always every day is a new opportunity, man.
You ask yourself what you can control. I've been in jobs where I like the money, I like part of the job. I mean, I just left one recently where I was like, I liked a lot of aspects of it, and I didn't like these other aspects of it. And so I had to you try to think logically and see if there's anything you can do about it. And if there's not, you tough it out and figure out, for your situation, how long are you going to stay there? How long would it last? Like if it's a situation where you hate the job and there's no end in sight, well, then you got to start looking for other jobs.
Yeah.
But when in your
Yeah.
situation, you go, well, it's only a couple months. Let me plow through it,
Yeah.
right? And you be grateful for the things that you have, and be grateful for the paycheck, and think about, all right, what am I going to do with the paycheck that would make me happy?
Yeah, and what do I want to do? Do I want to run a company with a bunch of electric? You know what I'm saying? It's endless to what you could do, and if you set a destination, you can definitely get there. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Brother, I appreciate you calling, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dante. Thank you, Harry.
Hey, no problem, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Don't forget the consultations, DanteandHarry.com. Click on consult for Harry. Go advice from Harry.
You email me at advicefromharry@gmail.com, and also sign up for the Patreon, patreon.com/manschool202. That's where we do all the bonus content, and we're putting up older episodes, the archived episodes, starting from episode 1, the very first one from 13 years ago. It all goes up on Patreon. And the episode that Dave Temple was just talking about, I just loaded that up
cool.
as a new post so you could see it.
Nice.
You can find it real easy. And also the other thing, if you're following us on Godfrey's channel, make sure you go over to Man School 202 on YouTube and you like and subscribe and all that, because
Please subscribe.
if you subscribe, Dante does 2 other live consultations when he can on Sundays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
And we release other videos. It's all worth it. So head over there as well.
Y'all know how to get me. Y'all know the social media, all of that stuff. Don't forget the Patreon. Please sign up for the Patreon. That's patreon.com/manschool202. GYBB, get your balls back. WWDD, What Would Dante Do? The Sexual Revolution is being podcasted. I love y'all, man. Thanks for listening. We out. Peace.
Man School 202. Better hear what I've got to say because you won't get it again.
I'm not an alpha male. I'm not a beta male either. I'm just a better man. Well, put your happiness first, because if you don't, they won't.